I'm house sitting for my mother while she is out of town caring for my grandmother since she had cataract surgery. It's just been me for the last 2 weeks, and so far everything has been great. That was until 3 nights ago when something bizarre happened. It was cleaning day, and I was going through the regular chores, which caused me to walk back and forth through the hallway several times. The hallway leads to all 3 bedrooms, and the walls are adorned with photographs of our family and friends from over the years. My mom is a sucker for nostalgia, and therefore collects and hangs old pictures like wallpaper. I had eventually studied every single one during my time house sitting and became increasingly familiar with each of them. That's why this particular photo stopped me in my tracks. It stood out because this one was of me at the local church's fall carnival when I was about 10 years old. I remembered that day well, as there had been a horrific accident involving some drunk teens and the Ferris wheel, but I do not remember this picture. I am standing in line for the Ferris wheel with my back to the camera, staring up at the top. I follow my younger self's line of sight until I see it. There's a figure sitting on top of the roof of a pod at the very top of the wheel. It was hard to make out its silhouette as it blended in the darkness of the night's sky. But once I saw the creature, I couldn't look away. Covered in black scales, its hands were made up of long claws, like a demonic wolverine. Its face was featureless, except for a pair of ruby red eyes and a sharp chin. It truly looked as if the younger me and this thing were making eye contact. The creature has been sitting on the exact cabin where the 2 teenage boys had fallen out that night. I ripped the picture off the wall and threw it in the garbage. I really wanted to ask my mom about it, but I knew she wouldn't be in the right headspace to bring up that day, as it was pretty traumatic for our entire town at that time. I was able to put it out of my head until later that evening when I was walking past the rows of photos and another one caught my eye. This time it was a picture I knew very well from our vacation at the beach. My cousins and I are holding hands and jumping in the waves. I was about 13 at the time. This particular beach had sea arches about a mile off the shore. In the distance, on the tallest sea arch, I noticed the dark figure perched on top and staring directly at me. This freaked me the fuck out, so I immediately snapped a picture of it and sent it to my mom. She replied that it was really hard to make out the details because of the glare. I double-checked the picture, not understanding what she meant. Looking at the picture, I realized there is a glare from the glass portion of the framed photograph. In the reflection, I can see outlines of my phone and face. Zooming in closer, my heart starts to race. I can clearly see a dark shadow leaning over me, even though I did not have the hall light on. I let out a harsh breath and went to my room, not wanting to think about this whole thing any further. Mom texted me a few hours later asking why I never followed up with a better picture. I told her it was nothing and that I was just tired. Knowing her daughter well, my mom gave me the 3rd degree, claiming that she could feel that something was wrong, but I assured her I was just sleep deprived. She asked for a selfie, as she does when she didn't take my word when I said I was fine. I snapped a quick selfie with a fake smile and sent it off without even checking it. About a minute later, my mom replied saying that something must have been wrong with my camera because this one looked really dark like the last one. I thought it was weird because I took this one in the bright lights of my bathroom. I frantically pulled up the picture and screamed as soon as I opened it. The image was filled with darkness except for my smiling face and a pair of ruby red eyes. I am terrified and haven't slept in almost 48 hours. I don't live locally, so I have nowhere else to stay. I know it's probably just sleep deprivation, but it feels like every light in my house is slowly dimming out.